Raises a key question. Is it time the government took full control of the NTA? We will discuss this issue with two top academicians, but before that, we spoke to Congress MP Gaurav Gogoi to find out more about the opposition strategy in Parliament on the exam controversy.
The government's actions are too little, too late and too weak. I believe the Education Minister, who has been the minister since 2021, and under whose reign all these new changes have been brought in the examination system, and we've seen one after the other all these examination papers being leaked. If the NTA chairman has to go, surely the education minister has to go. And the fact that they have repeated the same education minister under whose tenure over the last 3 years this mafia has become even bigger and the syndicate has become even more entrenched, it seems that the BJP and RSS have some vested interest in letting the current system go. Right. And therefore, I think it is the meritorious who are suffering. And as Rahul Gandhi ji said, it is because the RSS and BJP are hell-bent on putting their men in key positions in the education sector that the examination system today is totally rigged.
Academicians are also questioning the credentials of the National Testing Agency. Now, this is a private body registered under the Registration of Societies Act under the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. So questions are being raised as to why a private body is being allowed to conduct competitive examinations of such large scale, which include lakhs of candidates across the country. Is that a point that you will question as well?
Obviously.
What is the locus of this body?
Obviously, but who approved it? Who proposed the idea that there should be an NTA? Who proposed the idea that NTA should be a private body registered under the Societies Act? And then who signed it? Surely the buck doesn't stop at the NTA. The buck stops at somebody with a higher position, with a higher political authority. And we have to follow the line. We have to follow this investigation. And therefore, I'm still not convinced. I say this again and again. What is this committee going to do? By when will this committee come up with a paper? This is all an eyewash. This is all a cosmetic sector. Because the RSS and BJP want to put their men in key positions, that is why the sector is where it is today. The system is rigged and lakhs of young people have wasted their money, time and effort in giving these examinations.
If there were to be certain core changes that you would recommend, what would those be?
Well, right now the education minister has to go. At the same time, there has to be an impartial inquiry because we have to find out right from what has happened in an exam center in Godhra to who is it in Delhi who is influencing all these examinations. These examinations, this entire pattern, we are seeing it in the CUET also. So we feel that there are people in other positions also, in other bodies related to higher education who are involved in this. So there has to be an impartial inquiry. We will raise this in all forms that is available to us. The Parliament has a lot of tools at its disposal to raise the issues of the public, and rest assured the India Alliance will raise all the issues.